Okay, are we good now? Thank you. Fucking unassigning my microphone. Well, good I caught that early, because that would have been a bit of a problem. How cruel are you to stream on your animation check-in day? I thought animation check-in days were Wednesdays and Saturdays. But welcome in, Nano. Hopefully the evening's treating you well, and hopefully your check-in isn't too disastrous at the moment. Oh. Now, how do I go about adding this addition? Wednesday and Saturday you do animation? Yeah. Are those not also the animation check-in days, though? Or is there, like, a different requirement for that? Oh, check-in is just on Thursday. Okay, that makes sense. Just putting it on its own layer is kind of how I need to do this, wouldn't it? Where is the symmetry roller for this? Oh. I didn't put things in folders like I was planning on doing. Not everything, at least. Is that just all the back-facing sprites? That's the side-facing sprites. Okay. Side-facing. Oh, duh. It's underneath the picture. Here, let's think it here. Here? Ooh, I did it that way. Oh, that's not good. I probably should have put the ponytail on a separate layer. We can make this work. How, though? Oh. That's... Actually, yeah, let's do that. Put it there for the moment. When was the last time I played Nikki? Oh, it's been a while. Enough that I can barely remember, to be honest. Why? Is there something amazing going on with it right now? Or... Let's see. I was just seeing some Nikkei posts popping up. Well, people do still like playing it, so you're probably going to be seeing a few people at least chatting about it. Because, I mean, it's smexy-looking gals with guns fighting robotic overlords. Why wouldn't people keep playing it? That should probably be a little thicker. Eve's banner just ended, Nikki? Eve. Why is that name not ringing a bell? Oh, Stella Blade, right. I'm surprised I forgot about that already. No, that's way too thin. Definitely need a little bit of this from time to time now, don't we? Well, let me guess, it's not actually going to show it. Until you drop. I love my brain explosion juice. It makes my head go. And really not the brain implosion energy, 10,000 grams of pure caffeine and drinking over. Think if your heart stops.
22 pounds of caffeine in this small can. How does it feel?
Just don't question it.
Oh, I don't think the FDA will approve this.
I said just don't question it. Everyone needs something to numb the pain that sounds slowly withers their life away day by day in an endless cycle of burnout. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out.
That's a little better.
Work, repeat till the clock runs out. Eat, sleep, work, repeat till the clock runs out. Eat, sleep, work, repeat.
This outer line will need to be repaired, though.
comes in the following flavors: overthinking orange,
Suddenly anxious strawberry,
banana, banana,
repressed raspberry,
grieving grape,
misery melon,
traumatized,
depression durian.
My ears, Teto.
F-
That'll happen. Teto is known to do a swear or two. There's so many gems in Nikkei. Well, that does happen when you just stop spending for a while. Because when was the last time you, like, seriously pulled on any of the banners? Because I know Solace had a healthy chunk of them as well. Too hard. Too hard. Close to 2 years ago. Yeah, you should have a healthy amount left then. I guess the real question, do you still actually play Nikkei enough to worry about that? No, wrong button. Nope, you've been on hiatus since early 2025. Well, there you go. Got the answer to your own question already. Oh god, why can my brain just not compute this? I don't remember when I last actually opened it, but it's definitely been a while, so I wouldn't really have any gem allocation to pull for anything anyhow. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that was go up pretty far. Compared to the pair, that's actually fine. Ow. You have a ton of Nikkei. You just come back eventually to use them. Just need a little bit of an incentive. Like some kind of collab character or some such. Also, yes, I am putting horns on the slime. This is just personal error, or personal bias. Maybe, or just a character. No need for collaboration, you're not picky. Would it need to be maybe snake related? Because I know snake related would help a few people out, character-wise. Oh. Hey there, Mitchie. Thank you for the work lurk. Oh, is it really only that big? Great. Alert box. There we go. Good luck with the work lurk and Mitchie. We'll be here for a healthy amount longer, so you may be able to sneak in before we're done. While I try and do something that doesn't feasibly make sense. Considering how the hair works, they probably shouldn't curl like that. Well, you just need someone to have wild skills, like mind controlling the enemies. Oh god, if they ever added mind control to Nikke, that would probably, A, fulfill a couple of people's fetishes, and also be way too overpowered. Yeah, Spotify will not update by doing a window, huh? Quick Google search. Give me a second. How to keep Spotify you in ODS updating. Time for dinner lurk? Alrighty. Enjoy your food. We'll still be here for a while while I try and figure out how to ultra horn up the slime here. Requires a separate thing. I'll just hide it for now. I'll figure that out after stream. Also, there was one Vocaloid song I wanted to add to this list. If I just search... Oh, cool, there's that. Wow. No, don't add this to voice training playlist, please. I cannot do Vocaloid music. Alright, let's get back to this. Scared of a little bit of that. Wow, immediately. Okay. That's fine. I am a simple Jude to please when it comes to music sometimes. if I straighten that out more, it could kind of curve it out. Okay. And then a little bit under. Let me turn this way. This is also primarily just kind of a sketch at the moment because I'm gonna have to do some cutting to make sure this actually fits on here. That needs to be cut back. Probably should do this in little bits and pieces just to make sure that I don't have to backspace too far. Nope. Too hard. I think that could potentially work, but I feel like having the horn more be a swirl like that would probably read a little better. Oh. Which means cutting there and down here. Okay. And now we try and follow the fun curve. Yeah, man. Yeah, that'll work. Mono was released in January. I'm not sure if I purposefully pulled for Mana, but I ended up getting her, I think. I'm trying to remember who that even was. This is still Nikke we're talking about, yeah? Yes, I believe I may have tried pulling for her. I'm not even sure if I have it installed anymore, so I honestly can't even check. Sorry, Mana. But it does look like someone I would try for, at least in the current day and age. It's entirely possible during Nikke's, or during my main time playing Nikke, I may not have. Nowadays, definitely. Here's some of that. Oh, I did not delete enough over there. Oh. Ada Wong. Ada Wong is a Resident Evil character, if I recall correctly. That should be a relatively big one for Iso to pull on. I haven't really checked the fair Discord, so I don't know how active that group still is, but I would assume that they're still going relatively strong. Ooh-wee-oo. 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 Miku, Miku, you can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your Wi-Fi. You know who Chisato Nishikiki is? Why does Chisato sound familiar? Chisato. Nishikiki. Oh, God, what is that Yuri bait kind of anime thing? I remember her because she's like a top trained spy-like character, but she uses rubber bullets because she's too good at her job, but she doesn't like killing people. So I know of her, but I have not watched the anime in full. Are they adding her to Nikke too? Icarus Recoil. Yeah, that one. I remember some silly assassination setup with that. She got a Nikke? Oh wow, they really added her to there. She does not really fit within the Nika universe, I'll be completely honest. But kudos to her. It's good to see Liquidus Recoil actually getting collabs. Oh. I did not think you were going to end already, Z. But welcome in. Hopefully the evening's running well. And welcome on into the freezer. We're just doing some shenaniganry, drawing a potential me. But how did the evening go? Oh, you're at 6? I did not even look at the clock. That button. I know you were working on tactics, but how did everything end up going? I kind of had to tune out when the dragon girl died to the giant bird. There we go. Get rid of that. What was her name? Loa? Yeah, that was one of the guests specifically for the quest you were on. A shame, but utterly no impact. Does that game actively have permadeath? I was honestly curious about that. Because when I saw her die, I was just like, oh, does that mean we lose her? Because she was really cute. But I guess if she was just a guest... Normally you can res people if you haven't broken the law. That is a very specific set of circumstances. No criminal activity for you. No. Don't know if it applies to guests, though. Well, possibly. Each battle gets an assigned quote-unquote law, which is basically an extra challenge. Oh, that's annoying. Oh. Okay, well, those are lines there. Extra challenge, you can't resurrect anybody. God, that would suck. Adhering to you gets bonus rewards. Not following them. Let's see. Loses you the ability to resurrect units via any means. Oh. Wow, that's rude. Your isekai adventure is just cucked by the game ruling you, or rules lowering you. This one probably needs to go away. That won't be a challenge because you just can't res if you break them. Ish. Sometimes no basic attacks. Oh, that'd be awful. What would you do if you had like a monk character and you suddenly got, hey, no basic attacks? That would make things absolutely awful. Wait, heal others vibe. Healer becomes the dedicated heal bitch for that map. Okay. That makes sense. I guess it gives them something to do. There's a lot of people going live tonight. There we go. Looking down a little bit too much. Sometimes the laws just absolutely disable a character. You don't have to follow them, but the drawbacks aren't worth it most of the time. Ugh. I guess it does at least give you a little bit of an extra spice challenge to work with, so it's not the worst thing in existence. but it does make things a little messy. Also, can I just do a quick Google? Flip Studio... No. Flip Studio Paint. Symmetry... Eraser? They are additional complications, 100%. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing possible if they're just trying to, like, make the map a little bit spicier. Ugh, fucking fruit flies as soon as summer starts. It's annoying. Leave me alone, I'm just trying to vibe. Subtool detail? Not that. Is it this? No. Subtool? Hold on, I'm honestly just trying to do a quick Google search here to see about the symmetry ruler not erasing properly. Subtool detail. Why do I not know or find that? Happy to catch you on or pass early cross these days. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a long time and I'm only trying to come back in full force now. But do enjoy your food, Ning. I am just working on art for me at the moment, which I'm having some fun with, but trying to add an extra detail, which is making it a little more complicated. But enjoy your food, Ning. We'll still be here for a decent chunk of time, I think. But make sure to take care of yourself and enjoy your noms. Let's see here, subtool detail. Tell us subtool detail. Flip Studio Paint subtool detail. A wrench? Oh, there we go. Correction? Let's see. Was that all I needed? Hallelujah. Needed that for so goddamn long. Alright. If I'm doing things this way, it probably wouldn't hurt to get the texturing in on this first, and then adapt it to fit with everything else. So I guess I need to do a little bit more Google searching. Let's see. Longhorn goat horns. What's the texture on these bad boys? Looks like they are a little bit ribbed. And a little bit more solid than what I've done here. So if I, well, iffy. I can kind of get away with a little bit of sliming. Let's see here. We'll just erase or tool this bit later, it's fine. You know, we haven't been going for long, but I do need to take a quick break. So, y'all can enjoy the music for a bit, and I'll be right back.
街で接客パリハラスメント勝ちに行って負けるの何回目いやなんて愛ボンジューコール伝わんないこう忘れてればしたっぴんで妄想継承してみてじゃ先手の胸張らせねえもっとちょうだい
There we go. Hello again, strangers. Let's get back to doing some edging, shall we? Might have to focus a wee bit, just to make sure I can actually keep this consistent though, so do forgive me for that. Lower bumps. A little bit too extreme. little bumps. Don't go over top of the line. In little bits just to make them manageable. Also, don't worry, this will make sense later. Alright, a little bit of ribbing. Go. Actually, run away.
平凡な自分が嫌なんでもない生活が嫌うざんくさい売人から買った怪しい貧乏法ばっか賢い学びはみんなやってる一発の何者かに生まれ変わって
There we go.
転生リンゴ
I'll be able to make this work. Might need to go over this one more time as well, just to try and keep line weight. As well as just making sure all of the right lines are actually going. Just because it is ribbed for our pleasure does not mean that I can skimp on that. That's working alright so far, actually. I probably made some miscalculations somewhere, but it will be fine. Eraser can do that. Pen can go down a little though. this part's gonna need a little bit of focus, so don't mind me if I go a little bit quiet here. And by the time we get out to here, so these lines are wrong anyhow. Oops. Okay. Again, these aren't going to work. It's gonna take me a couple hours just to actually get these horns to function, isn't it? Oh, I've made this a lot harder on myself just for adding something I wanted to add. Oh. But this is why we do these things. This part doesn't matter over here, but actually, it won't matter over there either, because it's still going to be behind the ear. Oh, hey there, Omega. Thank you for the Waza. And welcome in. I'm doing something mildly illogical and adding horns to a slime right now. So, don't mind me. I'm, gonna make it work. This is more so a personal bias thing, but when it comes down to things to represent me and things that I like, I do tend to enjoy the monster characters that have horns. So, in a system where I require these creatures to gain a soul from something, I can kind of transfer traits from the soul that they've eaten to the slime. I can just say a satyr soul was used on this one and get away with this. You're all good. They used to want horns too. Horns are just handy. Who wouldn't want them? Especially in this day and age. Just imagine running into the nearest asshole on the street. Oh. It would make life so much easier. Eventually kind of figured they'd get in the way. Yes and no. In general, probably yes, but I feel like you could get away with it. But that is just my slightly over-active imagination. I'm sure there's a way you could make it work. Also a bit of Vocaloid for tunage today. Mostly just because. Well, how are things, by the by? Considering we're heading into a more dangerous season for most. This way. Dangerous season, more so just dangerous in terms of melting, because everything is on fire. Tried it with those little strap-on Sederhorns first, then upgrade to a totally historically accurate Viking helmet or something. Oh yes, the totally accurate Viking helmets. Don't worry guys, completely how they would be structured. I feel like partly why I like horns on creatures is because of Viking helmets like that, but obviously after taking a history class that was just kind of played up for Hollywood. But it was still fun. Yeah, man. Clean that up a little. I still find that mildly hilarious that I just needed to take a history course during my post-secondary because they wanted you to have balanced classes for some reason. So I ended up just taking a class that was literally just called Vikings in all caps with multiple exclamation points, which unsurprisingly was a Viking history class. But the teacher for that was such a bitch. She just expected you to be like a third-year history major to take a first-year elective class. I don't know what her problem was with it, but God, she did not make anything easy in that class. Immediately best course description ever. Yeah. She made it very enticing. Learn about Vikings. We're going to study Viking history here. Okay, cool. Okay, the teacher's just a mega asshole. She's gonna want you to be perfect in everything you do. Okay. Less fun. Can we not? Nope. I think during my first year, that was the class I had to put the most effort in, and that was saying something, because most of my other classes were meant to be harder. We can probably just leave this as a... There we go. You still have dreams of stupid-ass college stuff. College never really leads you, when you think about it at least. It's always one thing or another. Let's see. Gotta clean all these up. Oh wow, I didn't even finish up here. I am mildly thankful that I don't have to worry about post-secondary stuff or like regular education-based stuff, just because I try to stay away from schools where possible, because I just don't like kids. Oh. There you go. Still doing things like forgetting I was supposed to go to a certain class all semester and then remembering it a week before finals. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful to not, like, get completely cucked over in that regard. I'm afraid to ask, though, how exactly did you skip an entire class for nearly a full semester? How would you even get away with that? I guess some classes don't, like, hard require you to attend the classes for a grade, so you could probably get away with it, but... I need the bigger eraser here. Not every place even cares, just weird electives. The weird electives did at least make things interesting, though. Because I know I was in, like, more of a business course because I thought going through business would actually get me a better job, or at least look better on paper. Which, I mean, it kinda did. But that was basically left me with a school that was like, you need to take electives and sciences and histories and Englishes to actually get your diploma because of our mixed class elective requirement for your degree. And it's like, oh, okay, well I guess I should probably burn through all of those in the first year when at all possible. Which, if I'm remembering the exact courses right, were the Vikings class, like I mentioned, because I needed to take a history. Tween Fiction, which was a new course. And yes, I did say tween, not teen. We read things that were just probably not really meant for university level study, and I don't know why it was there. But it was such an easy English class to just kind of tick off my English requirement that I just kind of said, fuck it. Didn't have to read Twilight, thankfully. I think we did read semi-decent books, I just don't remember which ones off the top of my head. what else? I took sciences just because I liked sciences, but an intro-level physics course and an intro-level couple of computer science-based courses. Yeah, I don't care about my credit card right now. Used to take a lot of basic sciences for electives. Easiest classes ever. Way easier than high school chem and all that. Damn. Well, I mean, I guess if you got lucky with easier science courses, nothing entirely wrong with that. I was more of a physics person, just because I guess I think I ranted about it on Blue Sky ever so slightly, but I had a really bad high school chemistry teacher who just made life a living hell. There we go. And she just killed, like, or she? I think he killed pretty much any interest in chemistry I had. Which is a shame, because by the way we're designing this character, you'd think I actually would have a decent amount of knowledge on that front. But no, they were so dead set on you memorizing every fucking compound in whatever system they were trying to get you to focus on, that it just became impossible for me to actually do it, because I just couldn't nail down everything. High school chemistry is moronic too. The lady is more interested in you memorizing textbook definitions word for word than actual science. Yeah, same, to be honest. Like, there is merit in memorizing things for chemistry. I'm not going to fault that. So it's not a bad skill to learn, but there's a time and a place. Yeah, I can probably do a little better. Then we can sync that up to here. So this one's supposed to connect to there, this one to there, this one to here, this one to there. Then this one would need to go about here. Let's see. And I meant that for real, handwritten definition, she'd mark points for missing the or a. Oh, you had the awful ones then. Not definitely worse than what I had, but god damn, what's up with the chemistry teachers? Who shat in their cereal for their teaching careers? Also, welcome in, Frank. Hopefully the evening's treating you well. Welcome to dumping about shitty high school teachers. And don't worry, that was the song. Oh, thank you, Saribot. At least we had a fantastic physics teacher. I mean, it's nice when you get good physics teachers. I am in that camp too, because I remember having a pretty decent one. Casually just trying to make portable golf ball launchers. Actually, yeah, I can explain that one a bit more properly. So one of our assignments for, like, the third year of physics in high school was take a golf ball and launch it as far as you can, and write up a report on how you built your projectile launcher. And we were doing that in the hallways. I feel a little cheated, if only because I did the project solo. I still came in second out of the class, but the person who won was son to the automotive teacher, so he was allowed to use fucking car springs in his. But I still think I did pretty damn good for just doing bungee cords with a pipe launcher. And I had fun with it, at least. Also, yeah, orange. It's not going to look perfect just yet, just because I feel like making this function is going to need to fuck with hair a little bit to, like, squish it in. But that's the general idea. I made a catapult for that project. It was terrible. I mean, style is what you need mostly, right? It all depends on what your teacher actually enjoys. Orange lines? You can go off for the second. Oh. Oh, that's weird. There's a hole? How did selecting out there? That was weird. Oh. Shrink it by like 2. Here we go. Here. That should work. Might be holes somewhere, though. I'm not seeing any, though. Should be alright. An explosion of fire sirens a half hour ago made me remember I meant to buy a fire escape ladder. Oh boy. Yeah, you probably should make sure you have that. Nothing fits your window or is nearly long enough. Could you get one of those fun water slide-esque things? Because I'm sure there's like some kind of thing you can get for it. Oh, actually, ironically, this would help here. see. Should just get your grappling hook. Well, I mean, if you want to go full spy movie, I don't see why not. Okay. Just casually get a grappling hook, you walking into your building one of these days, and one of your neighbors asks what you're doing. It's like, oh, I'm just trying to be fire safe. A good hook with enough rope will get you out of anything. Besides, this shit's on fire. I don't think they'll care if you fuck up the window frame a little. And they're way cheaper than fire escape ladders. True. You do kind of need to deal with the fact that they're not as safe, though. So that's kind of a general problem. If fast is safe, safe is fast. Well, I can't argue with you there, just because you're living by human standards and I have to live by robot ones. But yeah, the sooner you get out of the building, the better. You know what? It's probably better if I do... Okay. Now, probably should do this in a relatively clean way, shouldn't I? How would I add these in a clean way? Oh, right, there was also one other step I wanted to do. Nope. Yeah, I'll do this, unless I find an escape ladder that's at least 30 feet long and fits your 2-foot thick windows. There you go. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of ingenuity.
主人公夜な白光に溢れて影に居場所がない
I did kind of want to give her pupils, so well, that's what we're working on here. Not completely solid pupils, but enough for them to be noticeable. And this is why I'm doing this on a clipping layer, so that way I don't have to fuck around with this, or I don't have to completely fuck anything up while I'm experimenting on it. Bop. Looks a little bit more terrifying doing that anyhow, so I'm kind of fine with that. And then Jude and her can both have yellow eyes, so good there. Guess I do need to replicate that on all the other viewpoints though too, don't I? Guess I should make it work on the front face first. This is eyes and mouth. This is head. And that is body. Alright, so how do we add these on? Orange. The mirror tool would probably help, but I believe these have to be individually fixed to work. These sit on top of the hair, so doing this within the horn layer is probably for the best. Here, fix lines. Because I have to follow the metrics of the hair that already exists. So, kind of do oh, eraser tool. Duh. Did I not? I didn't grab the fucking lines for the horns. Oops. I was about to say, that looks really fucking weird. Okay. There we go. So that is buried in there. back end probably needs something semi-similar. Although it doesn't really need to be behind it, does it? It just needs to be... just kind of like there's a bit of a drag in there. Pencil. Oh. That's alright. I left the... You know what? That actually still works. I kind of meant to leave the symmetry brush off there, but... You know what? Happy accidents. Up. Now then... The next part's gonna be a little bit hard. Because I need to put the horns below the ear, but in front of the ponytail. And if I recall correctly, the ponytail is just a part of the hair. So is this the time where I just need to cut that out, especially since I need to fix it anyways? I guess so. Alright, time to do some cutting. Cut. I'm just grabbing the lines for the moment, so don't worry. Ah, no. Oh. Why is that still on my clipboard? God, I'm glad that was only the Celtic Guardian, too. Could have been a lot worse. Let's see. So this needs to go below everything, basically. Ponytail. Let's see. Need to go back to the hair layer and fix that. Okay. And then... Damn. Oh, I did connect them. Damn. Alright, guess we'll do this the slightly annoying way. I guess I probably should have done this while it was still connected together. I probably would have made this a little bit easier. horns off for a second. But hopefully everyone's at least having a good night so far. I can't say I've really got much trivia for what I'm really drawing right now, since most of the trivia was kind of meant to come when I got the clothing. But since the bias wanted to add horns into this, since Brain wanted to add horns, I am trying to figure out the best way to actually get away with that. Then we go back to here. Change that to ponytail lines. Definitely don't need symmetry for this. But now we actually get to draw this thing fully out, because this was not sitting correctly before. And up, and up. This part doesn't need to be super complex, but does it nicely to line up. Up, and bop. Oh, wrong color. There we go. Alright. So that will let us... That will let us get a bit of this underneath the ears. And then above the ponytail. And then... I guess if I really wanted to be lazy, form-wise, I could make that work. Okay, since it's behind the ears anyways, I can just have that behind the head hair too. So, I'm gonna need to have this in two groups. Horns. Top horns. Can I just do this on like the entire group? Yes. Good. Pop some horns. These can go outside of this grouping. And then these go here? There we go. Seamless. So yeah, start on head, curl back, go behind the ears, come back up and around in front of the ears. It'll make more sense once we do it on the side view, but that's at least how I wanted to do it on the front view. And then this is fine. That's a little iffy, but it's fine. Oh, I guess lore-wise, there is a reason for the horns as well. You can dry pick or pyric acid. Keep wanting to say picnic now that Solace has pointed it out. I don't even remember what the hell the phrasing is now. What the hell is it called? Picric acid. That's the phrase. Okay. So picric acid is relatively solid, or relatively stable, rather, as a liquid, but as a solid is kind of when it gets dangerous. The horns will be made of solid bits, and I'll keep liquid bits in here. There we go. I got horns. Now I gotta figure that out on the side view, because I put that ponytail a bit too forward now that I'm looking at it physically. And knowing me, I probably put that... Oh, that needs to go in here. Which I hope it put it at the bottom. Okay, cool. And then... Oh. Cool. I actually thought about it in advance. Although, it might be better to just redraw it since it's a little bit scuffed on the side view anyhow. Where I go on the back view is going to be the interesting point. Guess I should get the first bit out of the way. Should label my fucking folders properly is what I should do. Glasses. Eyes. Face hair. Head. And body. Okay. And now when it comes to the hair... Comes the wrong way. May as well fix some things while we're here. Just make it round. This is a slime anyways. We don't need to have a ton of hard edges in there. Connect up up there a bit better. Also, don't mind my taste in Vocaloid music. I do tend to prefer the faster songs. It gives me good energy for when I am trying to do exercise things or work things. Oh damn, we're already at the 2-hour mark? Yep. No. Oh,
一生懸命な素振りも好きで好きでトマトはせてもっと見つめ合っちゃって目か離せなくなる好きで好きで
there.
衝動から感情からあのこんな気持ちあなただけだったから変な夏のビームでバッチュー無理無理溶けるの
Alright. I guess I did just draw that for the sake of transporting it to the shoulder. I do kind of wish you could just erase properly, but Clip Pseudo doesn't allow you to just erase the entire group. That would make things too easy. There. Okay. Alright. That should be good enough. Alright, let's fix this. Okay. Add that back on. I guess You need circles here, Jude. These are blobs after all. Smoother. Stabilization is not my friend. There we go. That's actually still too short. Huh. Good angle, but too slow. Where do I roughly need this to get to? Out here? That's zoom, that's turn. Go. Minute. Kind of wanted to at least get this bevel out of the way before the ad started, but there we go. Alright, well the ad's here anyhow, so let me just take a quick break.
はなんでしょうぶっちゃけなんでしょう自分がそう思うからみんな出会ってほしいんでしょそんな手がむずいかよくある文章で錆びつく魔法の素敵知らん正直は言えない魔法少女言えない誰が敵か味方かわかんないし人間で強欲で滑稽けどね魔法が解けるチョコみたいにやるばからパパパラパ何ばからパパパラパ人生が何々世界で正直は言えない魔法少女言えないもう好きな人だけに持っていたいやだんだんディランだんだんディランいやだんだんディランだんだんディランだんと苦手になる魔力が見えたく不満で上下した部署が他人お前らなんでしょう少年がなんでしょう怒りに任せようないでしちゃうでしょやり返しはナンセンス気にやめのスです光失ったブローチ腐る正直は言えない魔法少女言えない視聴者の期待に応えるたびに完璧で超人で青年で潔白で嘘で固めたチョコみたいにやるばからパパパラパ何ばからパパパラパあの余地がやみつきでしょ正直は言えない魔法少女言えないやれないでって言われんの期待してないファンの善意のもう心配してるもうすべて耳を塞いでしまったよ正直はやめたい魔法少女やめたい誰が敵か味方かわかんないし人間で強欲で滑稽けどね魔法が解けるチョコみたいにやるばからパパパラパ何ばからパパパラパ魔法で最善の人を消そう正直はやめたい魔法少女やめない自分ごと消えちゃってさようならやるばからパパパラパ何ばからパパパラパ人類が何々世界でやるばからパパパラパ何ばからパパパラパまだ来週も見てくれるかな
Alright, there we go. Hello again. Apologies, it is hot as balls in here. So welcome back to the chaos. Sunset looked great. I probably should take some pictures, but I want to get this stuff going. Besides, I'm sure people have seen the lesbian sunsets existing. There we go. Nope. Go there. And
食べる夢を見た誰にも渡さなくて済むようにと願ったから
a little too close. Oh. Hey again, Mitchie. Thank you for the heading home biddies. Hopefully work wasn't too bad today. And hopefully people actually bought some designer sunglasses. Oh. Just a lot of one after another. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is just retail in a nutshell, isn't it? Alright, so what do we do with this one? The horns would be starting on top of the head, roughly there, but I gotta fix stuff still. I admittedly have been lucky in life that I haven't had to work retail directly, but I have been tangential to it. I worked in primarily a kitchen environment for a while, but I never really had to be front-facing for customers or anything like that. But I definitely needed to worry about it still. That is completely the wrong brush. Granted, if my memory actually stayed with me, I would know at the moment how to make eggs Benny. Because I used to actually deal with that a lot. Or how to make the scones, because I was responsible for making those. Same here, first ever was being a dishwasher. Yep, same. It was usually relatively easy to get a dishwashing job as long as you just hit the right spot at the right time. The less you interact with people, the better. Yeah, exactly. It's under it. The less you interacted with people, the better your life ended up being, and depending on what kind of kitchen you were in, you might be able to actually get some food out of it too. Got free food every day, brought some for the fam. Very nice. That. Nope, didn't mean to hit the Windows button. There we go. I was kind of at a point in life where I wasn't in direct contact with family when I was working in the kitchens, so I generally got to bring chocolate milk home with me because they didn't seem to mind when I grabbed it, so I got some relatively good effort out of that. I guess this can go under ponytail, but above everything else. Let's see if I remember my lines right. Oh, they want to go front of head. Look here. They want to go up. Shit. Free refill and everything, basically. It was handy, and they didn't really seem to mind too much, so free refills for the Jude. Bottom edge should be about here. then the tip wraps around to about here. About in line to the middle of the eyes. Oh. You submitted animation a little late. Hope you don't get in too much trouble. Well, I mean, you still submitted it on Thursday, so it can't be too bad. I guess it just depends on how much of a stickler for the timing they are. Alright, so how do we draw this out? Oh. Yeah. Oh, is this feedback? Yep. There. Alright, so if the tip of the horns is here, and the way that I imagined them working would be having them come out a little bit. Up. Loud, sing it loud, sing it loud, sing it louder. Loud, sing it loud, sing it loud, sing it louder. Loud, sing it loud, sing it loud, sing it louder.
Keep it moving, cause we don't stop. Don't want
when you're bad, listen to the feedback. The speakers blow out. Raise out until the speakers blow out. Really bad, listen to the feedback. Oh, wrong way. Okay, that should be fine. Here. This doesn't need to be as wide. To go a little bit along with the curve where possible. No, too hard. Oh, yeah, I should probably do that. Welcome back, Nano. Yeah, I guess coolant would probably be a good idea, huh? It's hot as balls here anyway. Hot as eggs on a steel tin roof. Oh. Why is the snake inside her head? It's gonna be a horn after, so just kinda drawing it where it'll need to be, and then I'll just clean it up when the time comes. Also, yeah, we got the horns done while you're dizzy with dinner. At least on the front facing, which is probably the harder part to get done. Let's see. Probably should clean this up a little bit, shouldn't I? How come your femrep horny? I've mentioned before that Jude rhymes with lewd a lot. The lewd I tend to think of has me more in a feminine form when I think of it, so that's why the fem rep is horny. Deep indeed. Very deep. There aren't going to be super deep meanings to everything relating to how I design my characters. It'll be enough to tie them to me if you think about it enough. That's also partly why Jude is the anti-sex, and this will be the pro-sex version. Because there are times where I am not a completely horny person, but there are times where I very much am hyper-focused on it. And while I don't necessarily talk about that fact on stream much, considering I try to keep things kind of PG-16 here, yeah, my brain tends to jump around a lot, which is partly why it's hard for me to focus on games for long periods of time, which is where the CRPG problems have been kind of cropping up a little bit. His brain can only think about them for so long before thinking, oh, I've got so many other things to do, why am I focusing on this one? Oh. And it's no offense to CRPGs, because I have that problem with JRPGs too. That can probably round this slightly, but not majorly. I guess I'll be screwing with this anyways when I actually add the ridging to this, but kind of want at least a decent shape before I get to that point. Suddenly English. Oh yeah, this playlist is just a Vocaloid playlist. It's not inherently just the JP Vocaloid playlist. Although I don't think this is technically Vocaloid, but I do tie it in here because it sounds like the mood. I can probably there and here. I'm gonna do the A dailies. I'm surprised you don't have them done by now. It's already pretty late. Although I guess if you were focusing on the submission, then that would certainly do it. Don't forget to murder everything. I don't have the motivations to do dailies lately. That's fair. I know I've partially forced myself to at least keep on top of some of them, but I have cut down a lot. Because right now, I believe I'm down to both versions of Arknights, BA. Actually, I guess this would go the opposite way. Both versions of Arknights, Blue Archive. What else? Fire Emblem Heroes and Reverse 1999 are the other ones. There we go. Oops. You. Mainly because of the fact that Arknight's Enfield, well, Arknights and Enfield are both kind of at points where it is just doing simple daily tasks, and it doesn't take that long for me to get them done. It is meant to be identity, not idemtity, but you're close. Just a bit of trolling. Just a wee bit. That is just kind of the charm that comes with the JP voices saying English lyrics, is that their pronunciation can get a little bit borked. Especially since this one talks about tacos a lot. And I mean, everyone wants tacos, right? I know Cyan would certainly be a fan. Someone needs to fix their creaking chair. A little bit, yeah. Reminder to do BA PvP and get gem. I've done enough PvP for this season at least, and got up to like 220, I think. And I haven't been able to get any farther than that, so I'll take what I can get. That's a little better. Does the physics work with this? I guess up here? Did I remember showing you what my last team for BA actually was? Or for BA PvP at least? Pretty sure it was Shirko Terror, Tsubaki, a couple others. I don't think I changed it from there at least. Well, I can just take a quick look anyways. I'm trying to just fuck around with trying to get the side view of a horn on. This song is meant for Jason. A little bit, yeah. It's worth mentioning that there's a bit of a randomizer added to this because Spotify is doing Spotify things, but it should stick to mostly Vocaloid-based things, in addition to what I already had built. little bit of a hard lock.
これじゃまるで私だけ耳コールさせてるみたいじゃんね。ピンポーン、あ、この場合そうなのか。そっか。聞こえていますか。私の日々の考え事、悩み事、ふとした時脳裏によぎるのから早速ぶち抜いてください。ダメか、そっか、じゃ仕方がないか。そうるのは知見者にちゃんと許可を得てからにしろよ。じゃなくて、とにかく一旦出ていけ。私の心にカクカク勝手に入ってくるなよ。まだ私の中の I love you が形になってなくて混乱状態。
That should be alright.
勝手に入ってくるなよ。それ以上踏み込まれたら白旗振り回して完全降伏。なんかもう
Drawing these from all angles is going to be awkward, but I'll figure it out. My dream is to attend one of the Vocaloid raves with friends who actually like Vocaloid. I mean, it is nice once you're able to actually go to one of the concerts. They do get a little bit wild, but not inherently a bad thing.
Mission failed.
私の心にカクカク勝手に入ってくるなよ。まだ私の中の I love you が形になってなくて混乱状態。私の心に勝手に入って
I can't say I've been to one of them myself, but at least from what I've seen online, they do get a little silly.
食べてくな。
目がくらむほど燃え上がるほど奪われてく自然と心どこまでも追いかける日々を照らした私だけの愛を
What I would like to have set up is getting a Megarimuka playlist set up, because that is the Vocaloid's voice that I prefer, even if they have been apparently destroying her voice this entire time. But I do appreciate the deeper tones she can get out. Which is also why I tend to like Gumi and Teto as well. Apologies, Miku, I just like a deeper tone. That will still be in upwards. Okay. You can get that. I need you to be smaller. Got Ray from pulling K. Well, I mean, you're a letter off, but did you actually want to get K? Or get Ray? No, but she is a millennium. Well, that helps. Okay. With the gaming department, I think. At least that's what I got from the intro. I'll continue pulling, please, BA. Yeah, hopefully speaking can get the right first letter going. That can prove to be a little bit of a sticky point when you're kind of just begging for pity to actually pity you. I didn't get very lucky with this event's banners either, because I had to pull for pity for... Oh god, I don't remember what her name is. Hold on. I'll double check. I didn't get both of them, though. I only got one. I already did the survey, but thank you. I didn't even actually claim the mission rewards from when I did dailies earlier. Oops. The good thing I'm checking. Here we go. Minori and Ibuki. Damn, you're not getting much luck, are you? Himari Armed is the main one I was looking for. I was half hoping that I would be able to get Himari without having to pity system it, but the game did not agree with me on that. Koyuki, oh boy. You've got a decent amount saved, too. Don't lose hope, Nano. Believe in the heart of the gems. You can go for pity if need be, but it doesn't have to be like this. Well, it is a special event banner, so you might have to. Is there an eagle in this song? Oh wow, 9 blue, 1 gold. Look at that. Oh boy. The gacha system is just not liking you today. Himari? Oh, Like the armed version or the base version? The base version, then. Okay. I still don't even have the regular version yet. So I guess lucky? Question mark? I'd give you Himari for free if I could. 3-star Midori at 190. Why is this game so bad? Gachas are not your friend. That should work. Well, apologies you had to go all the way to pity for... Okay. You got the 130 unique students achievement from all the new units you've got. There you go. So you got something out of it at least. You got an achievement, which should give you like 20 extra gems to help recoup from needing to pull pity here. Oh, well, 100 gems is definitely better than nothing. but comparing the 200 pulls, might as well not get anything. Yeah. That's fair. But you at least got K via pity. And on the off chance you want to use any of those new units, now you're able to. I'm sure not all of them suck in the meta. Yuki's pretty funny, you might use her. If I'm remembering the names correctly, Koyuki is an elastic striker, and she's from the Chinese-based school? Or Chinese-based school, rather. Mystic. Okay, I'm definitely forgetting names then. Mystic. It's Koharu. Kaiko Koyuki. Oh, the twin tail. Is that twin tail? I think that's twin tail. Just the other one's really well hidden in that frame. She does look like she'd be entertaining, at least. Okay. Don't suppose you could post that in the Discord for now. My computer is already running at relatively high usage at the moment, so I don't think opening YouTube is going to help it much. And I will check that after stream. Just a collection of her laughs. Nothing wrong with that. Gotta get a little humor out in pretty much all of the Blue Archive schools, if I'm being honest. Oh. Apparently I can put the friendship thing on Koyuki already. Oops. Now, who is the one I was thinking of? And how far off was I on the name? EQ. Okay. That's who I was thinking of. Or Kick You, rather. If I wasn't using anything. I was thinking of Kick You when you mentioned the name earlier. Kikyu. She is an elastic cat who works at the Chinese-based school. Part of the... Oh god, can I actually pronounce this correctly? Yakaryo Ran Resolution Council, part of the Allied Hyakyako Academy. Yeah. Is that Chinese? I'll have to double check that later. Cat or fox. Questionable species, but deadpan, not exactly Sun, but up there. I guess Kudere is probably closer. The name sounds Japanese, though. Yeah. It might be the more just high Japanese-themed schools compared to, like, the Western one with Millennium and the European one with Arius. You do have her, but she doesn't fit into your Elastic team. Gotcha. I think I use her as a part of my Elastic team, but I don't know how to build properly, so I guess it's hit for tat situation. I just like using her because of the AoE skill, or her AoE skill, because most of my Elastic teams tend to be up against mass armies of little guys. Yeah, the design's pretty good on her. She looks respectable, like she's from an important family. It's relatively solid. You kind of just expect her to be in charge. I do like the students from that academy, but I haven't really paid the closest attention to the story. I guess checking on it, is Mina from that school? I'm forgetting what school she's actually a part of. Actually, better just sort by level. Oh. She is not. Nina is from the Chinese-based school. At least I'm assuming Shanghai Jing is the Chinese-based school. So elegant, you often mistake her for Kasusa. I do not have all of the names memorized. Hey there, Frank. Having trouble falling asleep? I can't say this place will help very much just because the peppy-ass Vocaloid tunes are not going to help with dream time. Nah, you just like to freak out randomly. Fair. I probably should keep better tabs on when Fia actually goes live. I'm very bad at actually keeping up with friends. Help. There we go. Could probably go sleep easily right now. You've been usually dead for the past week. Well, I'm not sure about the weather from your side, at least. There we go. Not sure about the weather on your side, but it is relatively draining here, too. Deep Rock Lurk? I guess there are dailies to Deep Rock, aren't there? More like weeklies? Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, I guess depending on, we might be able to raid Toto today. Whoever actually gets a art tax today is just going to look at something I basically did mostly last week. Like, sorry, I had to add the horns in today. I was planning on clothes, but horns just sprung in the brain and I wanted them. Are there any weeklies that I actually need to pay attention to? The Enfield weeklies I should be able to finish tomorrow, because I just need to spend sanity. Mom was sick for a while. You have to wonder if that's in me and doing just enough to make me tired. Ew. That is a bit of a concern if your mom was sick for a while. Yep. Also had some issues with headaches and mildly unsettled stomach. That is a little concerning. Oh yeah, I guess the ads are gonna pop up now, aren't they? Basically never get proper sick. I mean, that's kind of a good thing, isn't it? That's not too bad. Up. And then select invert. Shrink by 2. That has just a green filter. And I haven't streamed in so long between friends, a slight lack of motivation. Slight lack of motivation, okay. I know how to English. And generally feeling worse in the evenings. Ugh, it always sucks whenever it's the evenings that actually fuck you over. Can I swear? Yeah, I can swear. It is worse when the evenings are the ones to actually do it, but maybe you are sick then. Because if you've just not been able to do, like, anything as of late, then it's entirely possible that something is just a little bit messed up right now. The way that this curves does make it seem like it does go out a little bit, curves back around. Ah, okay, I know what I fucked up. This should be this by the time I get here. Which means here. There. And then these two will be tweaked slightly. There we go. That's a bit better. At least you've been hitting the backlog well enough, so one game has been a replay. What game was the replay this time around, if you don't mind my checking? Because the backlog is infinite. Oh, Shadow of War. That's a relatively good one to tackle. Felt an oddly specific craving to play it. Well, nothing wrong with just fulfilling a craving, now is there? This needs the shade. You. This is kind of shading. The general idea for why I'm putting the green on these is that there's slime surrounding the solidity of this as well. So the idea, at least, would be a layer of the flesh slime covering over top of these, just to hold them there. There we go. Watched the entirety of Overlord over a few weeks. Oh, damn. Catching up with good old Skelly Bro is certainly not a bad call, although you do have to suffer through the really bad CG for it, but... Is Overlord one that you just felt like rewatching, or is that one that you needed to actually watch in the first place still? Oh, you'd never watched it. Gotcha. Well, how did you enjoy your watch through? Any major complaints, or relatively solid enough for you? There we go. And what did I do with the front? Put that at 65. It's a good time. Can't really say anything bad, except it's hard to root for the pro tags. Technically being the bad guys so often. Yeah. It does kind of go with just the idea that Ainz isn't actively a villainous person, but because he got isekai'd into the Lich's body that was just a ruler of a tomb, he was kind of bound to become evil no matter what he really did. Which is unfortunate, but Ainz gets to spend time with his NPCs, so isn't that nice? And the NPCs are his friends, even if his friends have a farm, well, one of his friends at least, has a farm set up that is actively breeding, skinning, and making humans cannibalize themselves in order to make paper. Hey, there's Solace. Welcome in, buddy. I wonder if I should add more snowballs to the raid effect. Well, no, you're a mod here. You can shout yourself out. But welcome in. Hopefully the evening's treating you well. And welcome to me making this horny slime. And thank you very much for sitting in the freezer for 62 months. I didn't realize we actually hit that point already. But how did Space Engineer go? I know you were working on your platform before. I need to turn something on. There we go. Celebrating the 5-year mod anniversary? Damn, you gotta press a lot of buttons. I wonder if there's a Twitch connectivity point for the mod redeem. Hey there, Hizzy. Welcome in. Yes, it is in fact a Jude. A Jude is currently just drawing shenanigans at the moment, but how are you? This needs to go in its own category. Oops. Horn. Oh. Hey, the Jen. Fire away. What's your question? Nice. Let's see. Made some progress on the platform. It's nearing minimum functionality. Ugh. You're developing up resources to expand itself. Well, hopefully speaking, you can actually get it to a point where it can sustain itself. I know that's kind of a not end goal, but a sustainable goal when it comes to Space Engineers at least. 3 characters running Necromancy Spore Druid and had Death Cleric cast. Aid at 6th level. Well, I mean, the characters are just Necromancies and Druids, so Aid should realistically help them. They're just mushrooms at that point, after all, so you can heal a mushroom. Life is good. Watch Solace drowning 75 kg of kelp crisp without a hint of remorse. Well, I mean, you don't need to give the kelp much assistance. It's just kelp, after all. If I was Hizzy, I wouldn't raid in someone playing a mouthwashing game. I hope I got my promise. Well, we're not gaming at least, but really, it's oddly specific. Are you not a huge fan of the mouthwashing game, Hizzy? God, my eyes are starting to see scan lines at this point. Ugh. There we go. Aid raises your HP 25. Level 6 Spore Druid Necromancers get tons of zombies. Oh, hey Leopold. Big fix out of Jude has Steam and wants to wash mouths. I mean, I have Steam, obviously. And I don't have mouthwashing, actually, now that I think about it. Thank you, Sauce, for bringing us to a friendly place, not a place featuring moans and erotic groans. Yeah, no moaning or groaning this time around, although, technically speaking, the character I'm drawing would after a while. Oh. I missed anyways. Close to 10:30? I guess the end goal is just to at least get the horn on the model sheet. I was hoping to actually get to drawing clothes today, but I really wanted to add those on here. Mumbling is fine. Well, I can definitely do a little bit of mumbling. If people are really interested in ASMR robot screams itself for not being able to get ideas out of static onto paper. And not ASMR. Yeah, don't worry, I don't have an ASMR mic. You're good. And thank you very much, Solace, for raiding in. Sleep well, buddy, and I'll chat with you all tomorrow. Mumble and ramble. The toes demand sleep. Well, yeah, you gotta get those feet to bed. The puppers are always watching you. I guess I just need to draw a horn on this side. Which, by the functions of this, it just needs to wrap around from the back of the head and just kinda spurt out. That shouldn't be too hard, I say hesitantly. Oh. Let's see here. But at least for your initial question, Jen, yeah, you've got a tanky army. Not much else to really say on that, you just have a tanky army. Oh, this is the friendship remix of this, too. This is the one where she's nice the entire way through until you open the door and then she wants to kill you. Up. Let's see. Need this side. And how would this end up working? I guess technically just over top of everything should be fine. I don't think I can just copy and paste what I have over there. I don't think. Copy. Be over top of everything, so. Oh. There we go. Oh, I didn't draw the patch for that set of horns. Those ones being a little longer is fine.
とんがった痛みがいつまでもついて回る
Alright, so let's see here. It would essentially just be that. And then it would just require getting rid of this. Yeah, actually. Peter's remorse. I don't need...
悲しくなった
Up. Anything here.
恥ずかしかったやめたい消えたい泣きたいそうか
There. That's where that line was. Okay. Bop. And bop. Because that other horn is going to be covered up by the ponytail, so I can't really draw that there. Although... what I should be doing... Please tell me I drew that separately. Fuck. Do. I really want to be lazy. But I did not set this thing up properly for this, so... Oh. It'll be there in spirit. I know it's there. And then... I just lower opacity there. I guess in theory, a better way to do this would be... and then invert. And then... there we go. And then you go up. And then because of how it works... nope, too big. And then fixing those lines would be required as well, because that'll just make it look like the horns are backwards. You broke your ruling factories this week, being a forgetful dum-dum. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Frank? That's actually a good question. How did you break specifically the ruling factories? Oh, whoops. Hold on. Do. Suction tool. Hey there, Morgan. Welcome in. At least I'm hoping I'm getting the name right this time. Hopefully the evening's treating you well. Decided to top off Cuprium, which wrecked my sewage production, slowing down your battery production. Oof. Yeah, you gotta be careful when dealing with all the Cuprium in Wuling. I know that's a bit of a problem. Your backup battery was saving you? Well, I mean, as long as you were at least semi-safe, that's kind of what's important. The Enfield factories can be a little bit on the tool. There we go. Better. There we go. Bop and bop. That horn is now unmolested. Up. Much better. I wanted to do something with the extra 60 a minute you had, but you can't do Hat Night without this. Yeah, the Heat Night stuff is a little bit awkward to get working, unfortunately. You've grown to absolutely despise Sheer Night. I mean, why despise Sheer Night? It's in absolutely everything. It's like it's required for absolutely everything you have going in Wuling. If you like doing Hat Night, I just hate that Sheer Night eats all your real estate. Have you, by chance, looked up alternate ways to set up the Heat Knight or the Sheer Knight Forge stuff? In Valley 4, resources didn't eat your AIC space. Yeah. Sheer Knight is already pretty space efficient. You just need to do it 10 times. And that's kind of just an unfortunate happenstance when it comes down to it. Fix all this too. These would also pop up, which will help sell the illusion better. You refuse to manually redo lines of it just because they refuse to be reasonable about the space they give for us. And that's fair. There's only so much you can do before even the factory builders start getting a little bit upset with trying to just keep up with everything. Chainsaw. You looked at your Valley 4 factories the other day, and damn, do they look nice and clean. Ooh. Yeah, I know my Wuling factories aren't super pretty right now either, because I've just been kind of guesstimating on how to make sure the Sheer Knight actually fit into everything.
触れる上下実にね通りらぬ脱照明トルクランチハクスラチマルテナタブレット星バビ
Go.
歪んだ金腹がおねんいつだって潜む悪意に目を光らせるクズか数か消すかあるか知らないが今日の東京を今終わら
Bit too much. Now with this part. Rid of most of that, just so we can. That. Oh, no. Here. Okay. I think that covers most of the problems. Oh. Nope. Damn it, I was gonna raid into you this time. Hey there, Toto. Welcome in. Hopefully the evening's treating you well. Well, I don't need to provide you with art tax this time. You actually need to provide it. I'm assuming the Schrodinger's Call art is coming along relatively well so far. Shout out Totery. Shout out Toto. Goody. You getting taxed? Oh, come on, Toto. You're not here that often. Can I at least get taxed once, even if I was watching it earlier? I'm asking nicely, just as a simple robot slash potentially demon slime in the future. Yeah, just to catch everyone up on Toto's side. Hello, my name is Jude, your Judicial Utility Droid Mark III. Here to provide you with a relatively comfy time while I'm getting some stuff done. Today I am working on a femme-presenting version of self, just to base on other interests I have, which at the moment is this horned acid slime with picric acid flowing through her veins. I've got a relatively... brush. I've got a relatively deep written universe so far, just explaining how all of my slimes work, but roughly speaking, they eat stuff, they eat a soul, they gain powers based on what they eat, and they get a color based on what they ate. Green means toxic and acid stuff. And this one can generate picric acid just by eating things. Even the closed captioning can't even fucking catch it. Picric. You know what? Close enough. I'll just type it just in case. Oh. But at least when it comes down to it, picric acid is an acid that relatively holds well as a liquid, but when you dry it out into a salt form, it becomes a pretty big explosive. So that is partly why I picked it for this. Pick Rick, best teammate for your dodgeball team. Exactly. Because Rick can dodge a wrench, so I'm sure Rick can dodge a dodgeball. But I have a minor obsession with slime-based creatures, so I get to have some fun doing shenanigans like this to make it work. And at least body shape-wise, I don't think I've done too poor of a job with it. I was planning on doing clothing tonight, but apparently being horny takes a good amount of effort. Oh, actually, I need to fix these lines up here too. Oh, eraser. Oh. If Toto won't pay art tax but collect shake tax, that could certainly be clipped out of context. I mean, you're allowed to clip stuff. I'm not really... Oh, wait. Do I still have art not being able to be clipped? Oh. Whoops. I had that setting on a really long time ago, just for the basis of not getting your art super bogged down. I'll have to manually clip that afterwards. There. But we're pretty close to the end of stream, so won't be going too much longer on this end. You're too lazy to clip things, so you wouldn't even notice. Well, I don't believe anyone on the channel has made clips for me, so I haven't really checked the settings in a hot minute. But I do distinctly remember setting art to not being able to be clipped. Too big. Be careful, Jen. Toto's still watching. One of these days I'd like to calm Toto. But I need to actually have finished characters for that. And I guess I haven't checked your rules either. Do you have similar rules to Kin, Toto? And then in the idea that you won't draw guys? And or limited on what you would be willing to draw? Question mark? You don't mind drawing them, but you're not proficient? Fair. I guess body shape-wise, would this be out of the ballpark too? Granted, I can't do anything with this yet, since I need to actually fucking dress her, but... Okay. I always have a bit of a weird point where some people will draw humanoids, but I can sometimes draw them a bit too far. Someone asked me to draw JoJo style. Toto, can you please draw Toto or JoJo style? I will pay you $3,000 just so you can take an Iraqi art course, just so you can understand how it works. Is how I feel like that conversation will end up going. You're paying for my new PC is my response. Yeah. How much to draw the Polnareff pose? There are so many poses, Frank. You have to be a bit more specific. Which Polnareff pose? Actually, as a more cursed response, because Toto's an animator. Toto, can I have someone doing the Polnareff cherry juggling scene? I think it was a cherry, at least. The pose, it's not something that can be questioned. I mean, it's questionable for someone who's outside of the JoJo sphere a bit too much. Oh, Polnareff, sorry. Polnareff is the Silver Chariot one. Bop. I was thinking of Kakyoin. Oops. Am I a fake JoJo fan? Yes. Yeah, Kakyoin is the tongue-waggling reference. There. I feel like you would have to get a very confident artist to get the Rero scene out of an animator. You'd accept the con, but I'd have a huge disclaimer on stream being chewed made me do this, don't judge me. Well, at least people won't have to ask who the commissioner is, so that makes things a little bit easier. There we go. And then... actually, I need the soft eraser there. There we go. It took me nearly all stream just to add the horns to this thing. And I guess adjust the eyes, but... well, my rules are tax as long as someone doesn't ask me to do something reprehensive like Guro. Although the more it's outside the norm, I'd ask them each step, are you sure you want this from me? I feel like the people who are commissioning you should at least be looking towards the art that you're already showing on there and try to stick to that in the first place. Because that will at least make the transition between commissioner to the artist a bit easier, but if I was going to ask you to draw something, I'm definitely not asking for Guro. You can't even do that on Twitch in the first place, so... but I would probably ask for something semi-cute. Because cute and or cute bordering on serious is where I usually see your art sitting at. So that tends to help the judgment call on what's actually coming and how things are going to pan out. Did it capitalize judgment into caps? Or this... okay, it did it... wow. That is weird. Thank you, CC. Do a Danganronpa murder scene with a grape jelly inside of blood. Or instead of blood. Then you want cute and funny, you go to Kin for the shitposts. True. Oi. I have gone to Kin a couple times already. Granted, considering one of them wasn't... I mean... Runa was cute, technically, but considering I was asking for like a 7-foot polar bear Kin... where did I keep that? Where are you? Bruna. I know I saved those files on here. That was my testing folder. Where the hell are the saved images? No. Well, they're on here somewhere. I don't know where the hell I put them, though. It's weird. Oh, either way, I did get the Polar Bear Alchemist drawn by Kim, and I probably could have gone elsewhere, but it was cute enough for Kim to do it, so it functioned. I guess we're kind of at the end of stream anyways. I'm not really going to be getting any farther starting to draw the clothing. Detail work. Oh well. At least we got the horns in. It's kind of what I wanted to get done today at least. Although I kind of wish I got it done faster. Oh, one sec. Ugh. I hadn't cracked my neck all stream. That was surprisingly uncomfortable. That should be good. Either... Do I want to do this tomorrow? I guess we can do this tomorrow, yeah. Actually get started on the clothing. Or at least starting to sketch the various outfits I've tried to think of for her. Let's just get that message in here for now, and give me a quick second to see who we can raid, since Toto was nice enough to come here instead of making me go there. Well, now Kin... No, Kin wouldn't be on. It's a Thursday. Who else is on? I try to stick to art when we're going that way. Eggy is on. Kala's on. Eggy or Kala? How long has Eggy been going? About 4 hours. Yeah, we can probably get away with it. There we go. Well, hopefully everyone had a lovely evening, and thanks for swinging by. We'll try and continue with the slime art tomorrow, and try and actually figure out how to draw an outfit for them. Which I'm still a little bit curious on what I want to do there. But rest well, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk with y'all later. But for now, bye-bye.